They told us to give a disclaimer. The views expressed on this podcast are those of the podcasters, any guests, and do not reflect any of the management, owners, sponsorships, or employees of thereof. Pretty much, if you're soft, don't listen to this podcast.
One thing I pride myself on is just being the same and trying to look out for my folks along the way.
Like, even with all these, big things happening, like, you still mad humble, and you still, like, you have enough clout now where you could easily be like, I'm not fucking with this, I'm not fucking with that.
Oh yeah, motherfuckers, it's on. Unrestricted Podcast listeners, thank you so much for clicking play. Because of you, those numbers are going up, up, and up. As you know, we got the Patreon. The Patreon's cracking. Go on there, subscribe, be a part of the Patreon gang. Now, if you are somebody that wants to, help monetarily with some money and maybe get some merch, head on over to the website, allrock.com, allrawk.com. It's t-shirt season, so we got t-shirts up there. Dropped the Survivor Series, WWE inspired Unrestricted Podcast t-shirts on there, so go check that out. And if you want to support non-monetarily, I understand it's hard out here. Tariffs are running through. You can't get your weed for $300 no more. You're going to be spending $3,000 on a weed. I get it. Go spend that money on the weed. All you have to do is share, like, comment, subscribe. It's free to show love. Now, today I got a very special guest. This is weird because you walked into the studio and you're like, yo, this is dope. I was like, damn, like, Dummy's never been here before.
Yeah.
And we haven't done the podcast. We did the radio interview, but we never done this portion of it. And I'm really excited, man. I got my man Dumb Luck in the building.
Yeah, two-time city champ.
And he wore that chain proudly.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I thought, I was like, I don't know if Dummy's a real jewelry guy, but now you're all blinged out. You got the wristwatch, you got the bracelet, you got 2 chains on, 3 chains.
I've always had a chain for like the last, I've had a chain for a little bit, and I always had watches, but they're like nothing special. But I got this watch. I was like, I can't just keep leaving my watches around, so I got this watch case, and I thought it only had 8 slots, but it had 12, so I was like, well, I got to fill that motherfucker up. So I filled it up, and I was like, I need something else on my wrist. And so I got bracelets, and I'm like, well, I'm that guy now.
I forgot who. I think I was talking to Zach, and I was like, Zach, you think Dummy would give up his Mike Masters chain? He ain't gonna wear it. He's like, no, he wears that thing everywhere.
Everywhere. And people, it's funny because like people, like I bartend, and people are just like, is that chain, like, is that supposed to, like, what is that chain about? And I'm like, oh, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what that's about.
You break a rhyme out?
Yeah. No, I just let them know.
You give them
like,
your final bars of what you
I don't do that. One thing that's annoying as hell is people, because I bartend, and someone, like, whenever they find out I rap, they're like, oh, let's hear something. I'm like, you can go to Spotify. You can go to, I'm not rapping for you. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, you can pay me. Pay me $100. I'll spit you a 16 right now.
I'm not a dancing
But
monkey,
yeah,
my
I'm
guy.
working. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not going to rap for the bar. That's stupid. Yeah, but I wear this thing with a hell of pride. I'm so proud of myself.
That makes me happy that you acknowledge like what you've accomplished.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what you're accomplishing, because you're still going.
Yeah.
You know? As much as we're young, we've been doing this a long time.
I was telling someone, I was like, my rap career could legally drive a car.
Exactly.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. That's wild.
And you're still doing it at a high caliber. And that chain's a representation of that.
Yeah. Yeah, that last year was a really cool reminder. It was weird because like I was looking back at my stuff, and up until the Street Sweepers thing, I didn't make any posts. I didn't do any music last year. And like except for the battle. Mm-hmm. And I won the battle and then went on tour, and it's like all like both of those things just kind of lined up, and all of a sudden like I'm hitting a different stride right now than I've ever had. Like my confidence in this thing has changed 100%.
What do you think it was?
I think a big part of it was like coming back to battling and proving that I'm still the top dog. And then going on tour, I just learned like the big homie Greaves, man, like being around someone who makes a living off of this and being able to ask questions and have them just give you advice was like, it made me realize how attainable it can be, and it showed me the areas that I was fucking up in. It showed me where I was doing the right things, and it, like, taught me, I don't know, like, I just have a whole different mindset right now. I'm balancing things way better. Like, when I got home from tour, I wrote, it's called the master plan. It's a rough draft, but, like, I went and got a notebook, and I was like, this is the master plan.
Is the master plan kind of like a timeline of what you want for yourself?
That's what my idea was when I started doing it, but it ended up just being a bunch of key points that I want to hit like every day. And ironically enough, the ones that it focuses around the most is health, relationships, and balance. It's not even so much like working, like it didn't, if like the building blocks is more, if I don't take care of myself, I'm going to get burned out. If I get burned out, I'm not going to want to do this. I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm going to do it half-ass. I'm going to be upset with the product. So I've just been way better since I've been back about just like, okay, I'm going to work on this from here to then, and then I'm going to be done. Even if it's not like where I'm comfortable with the stopping point, like putting the brake on it. You know, and then like yesterday I got home and I was like, there's some content that I'm trying to finish and stuff like that. And I was like, no, I need an hour. And I just read a book for an hour and chilled. And then when I got back to it, it was like, oh, like refreshed. I can come back to it with energy. And I think, yeah, it's like, I was talking to, I can't remember who I was, just last week, someone was asking like, they were like, do you wish that like where you're at now would have happened before? Like all this, you know, these things that are happening, these opportunities that are showing up. And I was like, no, because I wasn't ready for them. Like I'm ready right now. Like everything has finally like come to this point where I'm like, oh, I get it. I don't know. It's weird. It's crazy.
Man. You have to go through the fucking trials and tribulations, right? We have to mature is what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Like you have to mature. You have to get the bumps and bruises, the scrapes, paying the dues.
Yeah.
And it all leads up to where you are now, where you feel comfortable with taking a break, you know, and balancing. Life's a balance, bro.
It is. And it's tricky to find. It's like, especially for, like I work 3 jobs. I got a bunch of other hobbies that I try to maintain and like a lot of friends that I want to see and family and stuff like that. But, if you try it, you can make it. You can make anything work, you know?
So many hours in a day.
Yeah.
It does take a lot though. I mean, you're in a committed relationship, right? It takes
getting married this year. Damn. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Crazy.
How'd you propose?
It's funny because we had talked about marriage like 3 months before I proposed. And my whole philosophy on it for a long time was like, I don't care about marriage. Like, and we were talking about, I was like, if you want to get married, we can. I'm like, you just tell me when. I'm never going to do it myself. I don't care. And then like 2 months later, she went on a 10-day trip. And that's the longest we've been apart since we've been together. And I was like, I don't like this. Like, I don't want this person gone like that. And I was like, wait, what? Like, I think I'm going to marry her. So I bought a ring, took her to Paris, and proposed at Palace of Versailles.
What is that?
That's like where the last king and queen of France lived. Damn. It's like this crazy estate that King Louis built. And that's like where the revolution ended up taking place.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. It was cool.
So did you plan to propose in Paris?
Yeah. And I had a friend out there who was cooking. He was a chef at a restaurant, and that's like the excuse I used to get her out there. I was like, we should go to Paris. Like, it'll be really fun. We can go see my buddy. And went out there. She had no idea.
Damn.
Yeah.
So she was surprised.
Yeah.
You can't redo it now. Like,
no.
Like when you do your revows in 10 years or whatever, like you got to top that. You know what I mean? Like, how do you top preparing, proposing in Paris?
I don't know. Take her to Italy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, man. You just like are you a hopeless romantic?
Oh, yeah.
Have you always been, or did you find that
always.
With your current? Okay.
Always. But I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Like she's such a rider, bro. She's like the best. It's
You can
crazy.
see it in your face,
yeah,
bro.
it's wild. It's like, and like all relationships, like we've had, our ups and downs and stuff like that. But the thing that I love the most about her is that like, like sometimes when you get in a fight with your partner or whatever, it's like, oh, you know what? Then I'm done with this. Whatever. She's never said that. She's never said, let's take a break. Let's put it on pause. Like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. It's always like, how do we get through this? And that's where like such a huge thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and she's so supportive of me. And I'm not the easiest person because I'm chaotic as hell. My schedule changes all the time. I forget appointments all the time. I'm like, make plans, like double book myself. Yeah. So she's the one.
Well, she sounds like your better half, and I feel like that's how it should be, right?
Yeah.
Like she's gonna fill the gaps in you that you don't have, and vice versa.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure if she was sitting here, she would say a lot of good things about you.
Yeah. Yeah, she's the best.
And so when you get married?
October.
October.
Yep.
Okay. Why October date?
Because she's the boss, and October's her favorite month.
Okay.
She likes Halloween.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, all right. I told her the other day, I was like, look, we're partners, obviously, you know, but you're the captain of the ship. Like, we were talking about kids and stuff like that, and I was like, that's up to you. You tell me. Like, if you want a bunch of pets, that's fine. If you want kids, you just whatever.
So what is the feeling? What does she want? Kids?
We're still undecided. We're like, yeah, I don't know. But like a bunch of our friends are having kids, and it's definitely making an impact on where we stand.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost the same thing with marriage. Like, I didn't think so, and then all of a sudden I did. And then when Zach had his baby, my buddy Kevin had his baby, I had never held a kid that I had connection with like that.
Yeah.
And I cried both times, and I was just like, whoa, like, this is wild. I've never met this little thing, but something like primal is like, I will do anything to defend this thing. You know?
Now imagine that coming from you.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a whole nother level, bro.
Yeah.
Like I have 3, and I was just having this conversation yesterday that there's a love that you can't really put your finger on because you love your fiance.
Yeah.
But if you and your fiance take that love and you make this human, it's a whole nother type of love.
Yeah.
Like, you'll do shit that you didn't even think in your mind that you would ever fucking do for a human.
Yeah.
Because like, you made that, and now you're responsible to make sure that this person is good for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Not for the rest of their life, but for the rest of your life. Because once you're gone, hopefully the knowledge that you put into them, they can carry on and they'll be all right. They can survive on Earth.
Yeah.
And that's a real heavy thing to think about.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like, it's a lot different than an animal, right? Like,
Yeah.
An animal's going to have its natural animal instinct when you're gone. It might even eat you.
100%. Yo, if you die, your cat will eat your eyelids within like 4 days.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Come on, Fluffy. Give me 6 days.
At the same time, I'm like, yeah, use that shit. I'm done with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have any need for those eyelids anymore.
Man, I wonder if that's what happened to Gene Hackman.
Oh,
that
that whole thing was sad.
Yeah.
Because his wife was the caretaker, and she just cracked her head, and then isn't that what happened?
Yeah,
and then he was just wandering around, confused,
Didn't know what was going on.
and probably kept like finding her body and re-experiencing like
Oh, shit, I didn't
the
think about
trauma. Yeah, like forgot, stumbles on it again, and is like, no.
Yeah.
And maybe, or even like didn't even know if that was his wife or not. Like thought that he killed her. That's
Damn.
yeah.
I wonder if he killed himself.
No, he just died. He died of exhaustion because he had Alzheimer's. So he like wasn't he wasn't eating. He wasn't like drinking.
Medication.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It was really sad.
They showed I seen a picture of like the room, not the bodies or anything, but like the room, and it was trashed. It was thrashed. Like there was stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's like, I wonder if he was looking for something, or if they just lived like that, or it got that way because she wasn't really taking care of it.
No, because he was wandering around the house for like a week with like extreme Alzheimer's and like sundowners thing. You know what I mean? Where they go they go crazy, and I can't even imagine. He was probably just like going into the room and not knowing what's going on and like looking for something, forgetting what he's looking for. So then he's just leaving stuff.
It's a horrible disease, man.
Yeah.
Dementia too.
Yeah.
My grandma currently has dementia, and I mean, she's gonna be 93 this year, and it's crazy because she remembers me, but at the same time, it's like you could tell that we celebrated her birthday and we gave her a gift, and it was some sneakers, and then a few minutes later, she's like, "Oh, whose are these?" And it's like, holy smokes, you see that, and it's heartbreaking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope to never go through that shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what I always think though is like when you're going through it, like
You don't.
What
know.
is it like for? Yeah, what is it like? Like they can't. They don't have the like wherewithal to express how it feels to not know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
So I wonder, like, what if it's not that bad for them? Like maybe like a, you know, kind of confusing, like almost like a dream. Where you're like, how did I get here? What am I doing here? But maybe it's not as scary as it is for us, who have a grip on reality, and we're like, whoa, that's what you don't remember? Like we just went over this.
That's the cool thing about content creation and everything that you got going on with creating your videos and your music. If you ever do have any type of memory loss, like you pop that in, hopefully it takes you back to a place where you were.
Yeah.
You know, or you can be like, oh shit, like I did that?
Yeah.
You know
that
what I
would
mean?
be cool. That would be super cool to like actually experience my stuff without like my vision of like I made it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like because I have such a judgment on it. To experience is just like, what is this?
I wonder how
what if I thought my shit sucked? Like, what is this garbage, dude? Put on some 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah, what the hell? Is there a way to experience your art for the first time, like somebody that views it? Is there a way to do that?
I think, yeah, there's been a few times where I've like definitely playing shows. Like you play a show and you see how it connects with people. And like especially playing a new song or like a new set, like the Street Sweepers thing was like that. Like we had done shows, but not like fully like fleshed out with the whole like we got these songs, we got these skits in between the tracks, and it was like we had like crazy schedules leading up to tour, so we didn't get that much time to rehearse. But by like the third or fourth show, we were dialed in, and you could tell it was insane, and we just kept looking at each other like, "Yo, what is happening right now? Like we're on to something crazy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think anytime you have a cool, because you guys have a cool dynamic, right? Like, what was the, is it Teflon?
Teflon Broomstick?
Yeah, I think that might have been my first song that I heard from you guys.
Okay.
And it's like you could tell the cohesiveness in what you guys have got going on. It's really dope, and I can only imagine. I go back to, and not to compare, but like I go back to like the way the Beastie Boys or Run DMC would feed.
It's the whole idea.
Like,
it's the whole idea.
You
like
guys,
every time people kept being like, "Hey, I'm sorry if this is like a backhanded compliment, but you guys remind me of the Beastie Boys," and we're like, "That's the idea."
Yeah.
Like we're trying to capture like that party rock, like the
Boom.
squat up, just fun in your face music. That's it. Like kind of like a mix between Beastie Boys and MOP.
Yeah.
Like we're not fully gangster, but we're not like talking about frat parties.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also it helps that we're just boys. We've been friends forever. And those are my dogs. And so when we started making music and we write in the same room, we record all together, and it just, you can feel, I don't know, it's like so authentic. It's so fun.
How much of Street Sweepers are we gonna get in the latter part of this year?
I'm hoping a lot. I'm hoping like we have a rough sketch of what we're trying to do, but right when we got back from tour, they had to go out to Florida for a couple weeks for work, and then go to Atlanta for a couple weeks for work. So we just haven't been able to link up. But we have like 4 tracks that are already pretty much done, ready to go. And the idea is we're gonna get out a little EP. We're gonna have like a little party for that. And then we're going to keep working towards a full-length album. I
apologize to the audience, too. I didn't even realize that there's an audience that don't know Dumb Luck.
Yeah.
There's some people on my audience. I mean, I'm sure majority of them know who you are.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of them that's probably like, what is Street Sweepers? So Street Sweepers is a group that you, Zach Ivy, and Ocelot created, where it's 3 dope-ass MCs, and all you guys are multi-talented. Ocelot's a DJ. Zach Ivy does a bunch of things, and you do a bunch of things too with beat making and everything, visually as well. You guys are like a Megatron group.
Yeah.
And you guys were boys before. You guys are like, we do all the shit together.
Yeah.
Why not just create a cool group?
Yeah.
That's where essentially that's to sum it up.
And it's cool because it happened organically. Like we didn't plan on doing it. We were just like we were always playing the same shows. We were always getting booked for the same things. And then one day I was like, yo, what if we should just start getting like, we're always on each other's sets anyways. Like, even if I'm not on the bill, you guys bring me up for a track or we do our track. And same, like vice versa. I was like, what if we just start booking us as like a group? And then we started thinking about names, and we landed on the Street Sweepers. And it was fun because we're like, but not like Street Sweepers Shotgun, like Street Sweepers like maintenance crew. And we've been like on tour, we really leaned into the whole like union thing. Like it's so fun. There's so much content that we can make from it too. Just like working for a union that cleans streets. It's fucking silly. But yeah, so we just like started playing shows as the Street Sweepers, and then we opened for Greaves, and then Greaves was like, yo, do you guys want to jump on this tour? And we were like, yeah. And then we started making songs. We didn't have anything. And last year was tough because I had the battles, and I was like, yo, until these battles are done, like I don't really have much to give, because I got to put all of this creative juice into this. I got to make sure that I win this shit. And then, yeah, we just been stacking songs since then.
Man, it's really cool to see, and that's why I asked the latter part of this year what it looks like, because the people want more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We haven't even got like an official visual, I don't think, from Street Sweepers yet.
Nope.
So that's something that I'm looking forward to seeing.
We got something in the works for that. And the track's fire. Track's fire.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah.
Like, you got 3 dope MCs. Like, you got to have fire.
Yeah.
Are you producing the upcoming projects?
Yeah. So far, I've made all the beats that we have recorded out. I've done all the mixing and mastering, except for the one that we have with Greaves. But I did do the mixing and mastering on that, and that's a trip. That's a trip.
Did you guys just release that this year?
Yeah. And, like, yo, it's so weird because I listened to Greaves so much as when I was in my like youth and like adolescence and early 20s and stuff. And it was a trip because I'm mixing his vocals at my house for a track that we're doing together. I'm just like, damn, life is crazy. Life is crazy. Yeah. And now he's just like the homie.
Yeah.
Like he was just here for the Prof show, and he stopped by my bar. I made him in pants and the homie PJ some drinks. I'm just like, this is crazy. Like, it's so, I don't know. I just think back to like when I was younger, I'd be bugging out. You know what I mean?
But now you're not, you'd probably creep them out back then.
Yeah.
Now it's like, no, that was just cool.
Sweaty hands. Just like, can I get an autograph?
How was tour, man? How do you still enjoy touring?
Yeah, definitely. Tour was incredible. It was different than any tour I've done though, because usually it's like, we're the ones driving. We're, like got our own whip, whatever. And it's definitely been on a smaller scale when I've toured. Like I've had some success, but I've also had like playing for 5 people. Mm-hmm. And this one was different because all the shows were packed. We were in the same van. And it was just like, it was go, go, go. And we also got hit with weather conditions that fucked us up. The van kept breaking down. But it was awesome. It was so cool. We saw so many different climates within like 3 weeks, especially like with the weather changing. It was a trip.
I seen one video because I followed your guys' journey very closely, because you guys inspire creativity in a way that I don't think people realize. And I think I was telling Zach this. I was like, dog, like we have the hottest rap group because we don't have rap groups in Utah.
There's not really anybody doing what we're like. There's a few people. I'm talking globally. Like, there's not really any. Our lane is open.
Yeah,
and like we don't really have much competition in the sense of that. Like,
well, I don't.
We're bringing something fresh and new.
Well, you mentioned MOP and you mentioned Beastie Boys decades ago.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We're talking 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And so it's like you don't even have. I think it would be tougher too because there's really no inspiration in this new climate for what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
And you guys are now that inspiration for whoever else is trying to do something like you guys are doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was telling Zach, I was like, bro, we have this unique thing that 3 dudes are doing from our community and I'm not seeing much about it. So I'm like, dog, like anytime I see you guys, any content, I'm like, yo, get it out there. Like
Yeah.
share that shit.
And I
Because-
noticed, thank you so much.
Of course, bro. Like I've been from the ilk of like we have to champion our guys. And you guys are
Our city
guys.
doesn't do that a lot. They don't do it well.
It's a weird thing, bro.
It is.
And it's been a forever thing.
It is.
Like we've seen this thing forever. And I don't know why. I just try to be the example. Like if I say I want to see more of people like showing love and whatnot, I got to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so when I see you guys on tour and doing this thing, I'm like, man, this is really unique, and I love to see the content. And I was getting in Zach's ass, pause, that I was like, dog, you got one of the dopest. I mean, I don't know what kind of camera you use, but your content looks amazing.
Thank you. Yeah,
I'm
I balled out on a camera not too long, like 4 years ago.
And it's phenomenal. It looks
Yeah.
great. You use it, right? And so I was telling Zach, I was like, bro, you got somebody with a dope ass camera who makes dope ass beats. You guys have dope lyrics. We should have so much fucking content coming from Street Sweepers.
Yeah.
Like an absurd amount. You know what I mean? And so I'm following your guys' journey on this tour, and there was one specific venue that looked super dope. And it looked like there was like a city behind you guys on stage.
Oh, it's probably Fort Collins, I think.
Most likely.
Fort
It was
Collins.
like lit up really cool. It looked really, really dope.
Oh, it was the Meow Wolf, the psychedelic like art museum interactive thing.
Yeah.
Dude, that venue is so dope to play at. So dope.
It looked really dope.
Yeah.
And then you guys did some behind the scenes like short clip music video kind of thing, where it's like 30 seconds of you guys rhyming like backstage or something, or going to stage.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this is really dope.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say, man, you guys did exactly what I would want to see when you guys on tour. You guys showed us. You guys gave us content.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm hoping that we're gonna do a lot more. Yeah. But I like where I'm at right now, I just like the momentum is there. And I'm not like I have to be doing it right now. And it's like, it's kind of circling back to what we were talking about with like, I wasn't ready. Like, I realize now how many times I've been like passive about like telling people I rap or like talking about stuff. And I was like, I don't know, something clicked and I was like, why? Like, why am I not proud? Like, what am I being shy for? Like, this is so important to me. And I feel so like strongly that I'm good at this, that like, why am I acting like, oh yeah, I make music, it's cool, whatever. Like, no, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Like, I am good at this shit. I am the fucking champion of the city, and if people tune in or not, I don't care. Like, I'm going. I'm going.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because I've been saying this for a fucking long ass time.
Yeah.
And you're the type to always be like, but
Yeah.
now you're like, yeah,
I'm
good.
not doing that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not gonna like be like worried if what I'm doing or what I'm posting or what I'm creating is viewed as like me being pretentious or self-important. Like, I don't care. Feel however you want to feel about it, but I'm done like being shy.
Yeah.
I'm done like being quiet about it.
I love that, because I think it holds back, not only for you, it holds back you, but I also think it holds back who's going to be watching you to get inspired.
Yeah.
Because if Dummy isn't doing what Dummy does, the next person isn't going to be inspired to give us the next great thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so you have to live in this lane of like, I'm going to create my shit. I'm going to release my shit, whether people like it or not, whether if I like it or not. Like, you got to live in this.
Yeah. Like, and being unapologetic about it.
Bingo.
Yeah.
So you obviously you're champ, you're undisputed. What's
go.
What's the next thing for battle rap? Are you on a hiatus? You focusing more on
It's so
independent music?
hard. It's so hard. Like, I wish that I could say that it would be easy to just jump back in. But I take battling so serious. Like, we've talked about that before. Like, I take battle so serious that if I agree to a battle, that's priority number one. And I think everything else is going to fall to the wayside. And right now, I just don't. I have way too much music that I've just been sitting on that I'm trying to get out. And it's way easier for me to make a song than it is for me to write around. So I don't know. Like, we'll see. We'll see. There's a Gabino hit me with a really good matchup that I would like to have, but we'll just have to see. I'm just taking things day by day.
Are you sick of podcasts that just interview people with the same questions and gossiping nonsense?
Are you tired of hearing about what's wrong with the world? Can you locate your nearest orphanage?
Who cooked the Last Supper?
R.I.P. Mr. Potato Head.
Seppuku Harakiri.
Where is Mavis Beacon?
This is Hos.
And this is host Beefy.
Listen to the Beans and Rice podcast.
Exclusively in Braille and all streaming platforms.
Patent pending.
If you're a sports athlete looking for a mouthguard to protect your pearly whites, look no further than All Sports Mouthguards.
All Sports Mouthguards, located in West Jordan, Utah. Come visit us, 1385 West, 9000 South in West Jordan, Utah. We offer high quality, made in the USA, custom molded and custom designed mouthguards.
No pukesters helping me to the left, and no pukesters helping me to the right. Didn't need them then, don't need them now. You are the ex-champion only.
Now this is the way, Tony and David, that you do the figure 4 leg lock.
You love wrestling?
Do you believe that Stone Cold Steve Austin is the greatest entertainer of all time?
Or maybe that Shawn Michaels is the sexiest man alive.
Or did you have a thing for Sonny from the years of 1994 to 1996 like I did?
Did you know Yokozuna isn't even Japanese?
If you could count the number of dimples on Rikishi's ass, this podcast is for you.
Follow us, the Figure 4 Podcast on Instagram, at Figure 4 Podcast. And check us out on YouTube.
Do it.
Tell your punk ass friends about us.
Yeah.
Are you getting any offers to go outside of Mike Masters? Is
No.
that something that you
No.
Okay. Is that something that you'd be open to? If somebody gave you a name that would be cool?
Maybe. It depends. It honestly depends on the day. You know, the one thing that was different with the championship was like Gabino hit me up and was asking me to be a part of the playoffs, right? Like he wanted me to help host or, you know, like, and he didn't even really ask. We were on the phone for like 45 minutes before he was like, also, like, I do just have to extend it. Like, it is your championship, so if you want to defend it, you have that possibility. And something in me was like it sounds so stupid, like corny, but like it was like this beast was like growling, and I was like, yeah, that is my championship, huh? Yeah, I can't just I can't just not defend it.
Yeah,
like yeah, actually, you got a point. And I told him, I was like, yeah, I'm in, and he was like, wait, what? He's like, what? He's like, I thought, because he had hit me up about battling a bunch of times, and I just kept passing, and so he was like, I thought for sure that you were gonna say no, and instead I didn't. Now I got a diamond chain, motherfucker. What's up?
It's nice too. It's really nice.
When I found out the night before the championship battle that it was diamonds, and I was like, if I win, I'm buying a grill. I bought a grill.
Did you get is it matching?
It's just gold.
Oh.
It's just 22 karat, I think. A little 2-piece.
Are you wearing? Or do you wear it? You don't wear it?
It hurts my teeth. I ain't gangster enough, bro. I ain't gangster enough.
That's funny as hell. No, that's cool, man. You did it. You got that one done with Mike Bailey.
That was a tough matchup. Shout out to Mike Bailey. That dude, like one of the, especially in the world of battle rap, one of the most authentic people. Like, and he puts in so much work.
I mean, yeah. I've seen some of his battles, man. He came in here, they did the cypher, and I'm not 100% on tune with everybody, right?
Yeah.
And so it's cool. It's a breath of fresh air getting to know this new wave of guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't say new wave of guys disrespectfully, because I know a lot of them have been doing it. Some of them, I think they've been they mentioned your career.
Yeah.
Like being an old guy, and I'm like, holy shit, like these guys have been following for a long time when they were in like elementary school, I'm assuming, like middle school, seeing what you were doing and whatnot. And it's like, okay, like these guys, they pay attention and they take at least Mike does, he takes the craft seriously.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and when he leaves Utah to defend himself, obviously himself, but he's also a representation of us in this rap battle culture. And I think it's really cool that we have somebody of that caliber to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like kudos to him too, because out of all the people I've battled, he had the most like original, he had the most original like, what is the word I'm looking for? Angles to like come at me with. Pause. And it was, I would like, dude, the vulture and the circle bar, so many of those bars that he has. When I watch it back, I've watched it back like 30 times, and every time I'm just like, damn, that's good. Like, God, that's such a good punch.
How does a battle rapper keep their pen strong? Like,
For,
how do you
for
work
me,
out?
well, that's what I tried to tell him. It's like when they were talking, you know, like, cause we were having the face-offs and stuff like that, and they were like, yeah, he's just, you know, he's gonna come back and blah blah blah, and I'm like, come back? Like, I've been rapping the whole time. Just because I wasn't battling doesn't mean I wasn't rapping, and my pen has just gotten better and better and better. So like, I know where I'm at with this. Like, I know that you guys are expecting me to come back as an old dummy and have like a bunch of like really yelling, aggressive, and like funny jokes and stuff, and it's like, no, I got punches. I got like some crazy metaphor punches. Like the crack rock line that I had, I got homies who turn crack rocks into gemstones like a geode. That's what? Yeah. What? And it was like the crowd wasn't reacting to some of my stuff, and I had like, you give it a second, let it breathe. Like, that was fire.
Yeah, they didn't watch Bill and I.
Yeah. I don't. So I mean, my pen game just keeps getting better.
That's good, man. Well, I hope that we get to see more of you in the battle space.
I definitely think I'll be back. I just don't know when.
Yeah,
that's all. That's all that it really is.
Well, I hope you get a name. You know, I hope you get a nice name that you want.
I got a good one. That's the matchup that Gabino hit me with is a good one.
So what's holding you back from pulling the trigger on that?
I have a business plan.
Okay.
I already have a strat. I came off a tour, and it was like, you know, I had these two huge things. I had the championship battle, and I had the tour. And it's like two different avenues of the same thing. And the tour was where I wanted to be. Mm-hmm. It was just like, I want more of this. Like this felt nice, but I want way more of this. Like playing shows and writing songs, like that's what I love to do.
When's the last time you hopped on a skateboard?
Yesterday.
You still skating there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still skate all the time.
I never see no videos of you skating, so I'm like,
oh, I put up some clips here and there.
Did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty nice with it for a 36-year-old. I'm pretty nice.
Hell yeah.
But I only ever really skate one park for the most part. And it's funny because sometimes like I'll go to a different park and I feel like I don't know how to skate. I'm like, I don't know how to do this. But I like people in the skate community know me at 9th. I'm a barnacle there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know Dominico over there?
Yeah,
Dom?
the box. That's my homie.
Yeah, the MMA
That's
fighter?
my homie. Yeah, we went to Vegas together a few years back. That's my dog.
Yeah,
I've known Dom forever.
He's always on 9th and 9th.
Yeah.
And whenever I see him down there, I'm like, what are you doing down there? You on the skateboard?
He can skate.
Yeah, he can skate.
He can skate. And the crazy thing is, like, you won't see him at the park for months, and he'll show up and just, like, send it. And you're like, dude, like, give it a second. Like, do an ollie or two before you start trying to kickflip the bump. Like, breathe. Let it breathe.
Yeah, there's a kid. I was at what was it, Cypress High School, and I was running the track, and there was a kid. This had to have been about 8-9 years ago. And there was a kid with his friend on the bleachers, and I was filming some content, had the drone flying around me and whatnot. After I'm done, I pack up my stuff. These kids come up to me. He's like, hey, do you do YouTube? These kids had to have been 10, maybe 11. And I was like, yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I'm filming my weight loss journey and whatnot. And the kid was like, oh, I skateboard. And I was like, oh, that's cool, man. You film yourself? And he's like, yeah. He's like, but I don't got none of this cool stuff. And I gave him a tripod. And this kid, to this day, he thrashes, bro. I'll send you his Instagram. He's really fucking good. And he's like, anytime, he's like, you help me start this damn thing. Like, just giving me that tripod helped me. And to me, it was just like, yo, you need the angle.
Let me
bro.
help. Yeah.
I have this thing from my backpack here. You have it. It's like $6.
Yeah.
You can get it on Amazon. But it's like now I get inspired by this kid skating because I grew up on skate tapes. You know what I mean? Like Kill Your Safe tapes was like the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like these were it was skate tapes and one mixtapes and like frozen burritos was my childhood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I get inspired by seeing guys at the skate park. I tried to skate, wasn't my thing. I love it, but it just wasn't my thing. I'm not coordinated enough. But I say that to say that I want to. I anytime I see a skater, I'm like, yo, more videos because I get inspired by that shit.
Yeah, yeah. I thought maybe I'll try to start posting more.
And it's like I would love to see an implementation. I don't know what the word is. A collaboration of everything that you do. Right, street sweepers, music, skating, a skate tape,
reading, art. I'm jack of all trades.
I seen that you just started talking about some of your thoughts, bro. I seen you on the couch.
Yeah, kind of like that same unapologetic thing I was just saying. Like, I recently realized, like, I put all the, I make these songs and I like the battles and everything, and like, everything I post is always so crisp and so like, oh look, but it's kind of like I don't know, almost unapproachable in a little bit of a sense. I think it's like. I spend so much time making it shine that it's like, oh, well, it's like the showroom at a house. Like, don't sit on that couch, And I'm creating this whole world, and I want people to be a part of this world, but I never open the door to the world that I actually live in. That, like, is the world that created what I'm trying to get people to be a part of. So I, like, moving forward, I really, like, my idea is to slowly unravel my story. Like, I'm not just going to, cold drop it because it's just a lot to take in, but like slowly get there. And if it connects with people, it connects with people. And if not, that's all right. Like,
I think it will.
Yeah.
And the small portion of what you've let me know about your personal life, I think it will hit in so many ways that you don't really understand.
Yeah. And I think it's part of one of those things where I'm like, why? What is the apprehension? Like, what am I being so afraid of? And it's genuinely just like somebody actually hit me on my IG after that video and was saying like, yo, like you being vulnerable like that is like so powerful and like your story is so, like that's the kind of stuff that people need. But as I think in the world of content creation and stuff like that, it just feels like I feel when I make it, like I'm being like, this is like, this is so out of my comfort zone. And it feels like I'm trying to be pretentious. Like, look at me. And it's like, but I'm not doing it with that intention. And if people view it that way, like that's out of my control. And like, why am I being so afraid to like humanize myself? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like the whole goal of making music is to connect with people. So like, why am I like cutting myself off at the foot before I even try, Well, for me, I've always loved the real content, rather than watching a movie, I'd rather watch a documentary. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let's get to the real shit. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth. Let's hear the journey. Let's see the shit. You know what I mean? Like, I can watch Game 7 of the 97 playoffs, you know what I mean? Or I can watch the Michael Jordan documentary and hear the takes from everybody because we have certain, people have certain images of us, and I think once we let them in, they get to understand us a little bit better. Yeah. Right? And you connect better. I always use an example of like the Joe Rogan podcast he did with Post Malone. I wasn't a Post Malone guy. I had a certain image in my head of this guy. But once he sat down with Joe Rogan, I got to hear this dude talk. I got to see the way he thinks. And now I'm like, oh, that guy ain't like...
He's like the coolest motherfucker on planet Earth.
Exactly.
Dude.
I like this guy.
He's so cool.
And I hear his music differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like the same thing with you. It's like we get to know Mark, and then we know Dumb Luck, or we're getting to know Dumb Luck, and now Mark is letting us into this other thing that makes Dumb Luck. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think that you'll see, and without being at the intention, you'll see more success in your professional career as well.
I think so as well. And it's also like, it also came from a part where I'm going to be putting out a lot of songs this year. And I was like, I don't want to just keep posting the same clip always. Like, I feel weird about that. Like, it makes sense on the algorithms and everything like that to get people, hooked on the song. But I was like, I want to push the song forward without like just posting a clip of me rapping it. I was like, how do I do that? And I was like, maybe talk about the influence behind it. Like talk about like where the song came from. And that's how that started. I was just like, this is, because when I wrote that song, I had bought a new car. I was doing good financially. Me and my girl had been living together for like 2 years. And it was this moment where I'm just like, damn, like, like looking back, I was like, I've come so far. Like, I'm not where I want to be, but like, even to be here is like, if you went and told like 12-year-old me where I was at, he'd be so like, what? We have what? We got what? You got money? You got friends? Like, what? I don't know. Yeah. And so it like, yeah, that song, it's really important to me for that reason. Yeah.
So we'll see more of this. How are you going to be releasing this content? Is it just going to be IG, YouTube?
IG, YouTube, TikTok. I'll figure out more as it comes. Facebook, but yeah, and then just all the links. What other platforms are there?
Yeah, it's all that really matters.
Yeah,
as those. I think that you get that, and then I mean, if you want to start an OnlyFans, every time you rap, you take a piece of clothing off.
Bro, my homie Chase was telling me to start some bullshit. He was like, "Oh, you're a content creator now, huh?" He's like, "I got some content for you." Just being a fucking dickhead. I'm gonna get a clip of this. Send to you, Chase.
Yeah, Chase is onto something.
Yeah. Dude, if I get an OnlyFans, I'm down bad, bro. I'm down bad. Yo,
that's funny as hell. Is your wedding destination? Or are you guys doing it here?
We're just doing like a courthouse thing and then throwing a party. Yeah, keeping it easy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Or are you in a dapper? Or
yeah,
anything?
I'm gonna buy a suit. Hell yeah. But knowing me, I'm gonna buy a dumbass suit, bro.
Dumb and Dumber? Blue?
Yeah, some stupid shit. I do that. I'm dumb like that, dude. I'm gonna like walk in with the intention to get like, oh, I'll just get like a dark blue suit, and then I'll see some like velvet green and be like, actually, that motherfucker.
Just look like casino carpet.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Like, bro, you watch like Casino and all those suits that Robert De Niro has. I'm just like, he's in like a that like butter yellow suit. I'm just like, the audacity. Like, I would want that, but I know I'll spill on that motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Because you're still a child.
Yeah, oh, I will always be a child. It's so weird being like I'm 36 now, and it's like I don't feel like an adult still. I'm still like, oh, I don't know if I know how to do this life thing, and then I don't know.
We're a generation that's a total middle child where we didn't grow up with social media, but we the later part of our life we did integrate social media.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like our generation understands both the older generation, the guys from the 70s, and the guys that was born in the late 2000s.
Yeah.
Where we kind of understand both. You know what I mean? Like I still watch fucking X-Men on Disney Plus with my son, you know? But then at the same time, I'm over here worried about what's going on with the fucking tariffs and how this whole shit's
not
gonna
me.
work.
I'm shutting all that off. I'm done with it. I'm like, yo, like I can't. I just don't have the bandwidth. I don't. When people have solutions for the problems, hit me. But until you have a solution, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to just be like, everything is burning and like we don't know what to do. Like, so what?
Yeah.
If everything's burning, we don't know what to do, then I'm gonna have a fucking barbecue.
Yeah.
All right. Like I don't know. Like, and the more that I've pulled back from like getting involved in all the news stories every day and all the, you know, controversy and stuff like that, the more I see it for what it is. And I'm like, what, like, why, where's all the stories about good stuff?
Yep.
Like, why do we always have to talk about politics every single second? Like, I used to love listening to NPR when I'd go run some errands and stuff like that, see what's happening in the world. But every time that I turn it on, it's some bullshit now. And I'm just like, I can't deal with this.
Yeah. Negativity runs it, right? Like that's where you get the clicks. You know,
yeah, and that's why I'm not clicking on it anymore. I'm like, nope.
Ain't nobody worried about saving the cat. Now, if you kill that cat and skin that cat, that's going to get all the clicks.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. Dummy, I want to do something with you, so I'm gonna cut this thing a little bit short. But where can we follow you? All that good stuff. Street Sweepers.
Street Sweepers SLC is the handle for Street Sweepers. At Dumb Lucky is me. DUMBLUCKY. Spotify is Dumb Luck. 2 words. Get the space right. Thank you for having the space right, by the way. Too many times people put it as 1 word, and I'm like, well, no. It's 2 words. Dumb Luck. Yeah, and tap in because I got a lot. And if you don't like whatever song I post one week, like I promise you, the following song is completely different. I got something for everybody.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you are reading. Any good book recommendations right now?
I just got into Cormac McCarthy. Blood Meridian is one of the best books I think I've ever read in my life.
Fictional?
I think it's like historical fiction. It's violent, it's brutal, but it's like humanity. You know?
You love history, huh?
Yeah. And then if you want something a little bit more lighthearted, check out Dungeon Crawler Carl. But listen to it. Go get the audiobook. It's the dopest. I don't know how to express it, but yo, if you just want something fun with action and a little bit of drama, go get Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yeah.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah. It's hilarious. It's dope.
Is it a series?
Yeah, there's 7 books.
I don't know why. When you said that, instantly, Diary of a Wimpy Kid popped in my head. I don't know why.
It's not that.
No, I know.
It's not that.
I figured. I'm just such a dad.
There's like an AI in it that has a foot fetish.
Oh, jeez.
Yo, it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
All right, Dummy. Go follow Dumb Luck.
Yes.
Be a part of his journey. He has a lot of cool things going on. Are you producing for other people? Like you make beat? You still sell beats, or are you?
I'm in the market to sell beats. It just depends on who it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever make a beat and you're like, damn, this would be dope for Street Sweepers, but I'm gonna keep this one?
No.
Okay.
No. I have so many beats that I got so many. It's fucked up. I got like 500 beats.
Damn.
That's not even it. I probably have like 400 on my computer that aren't even bounced out. And so one of my things I've been doing is going through them and being like, I'm just like, what? Why am I just leaving this collecting dust? I got. Whew.
Damn. As a beat maker, do you have like a beat that you just like, maybe you hear the melody and you just drop down just the drums and then you come back and then add everything else?
Yeah.
So there's incomplete beats?
Yeah. A lot of the beats that I have on my computer right now are like ideas that I just moved on before I really thought it out. So I've been going through and like, okay, this could be here, and like bit by bit putting them all together. Then I want to put them on a folder, and then I have something to send people. Because usually I'm like, oh, you want some beats? Just come through. We can dig through my vault. And it's like, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Why am I doing that? Stupid.
You ever think about doing just a beat tape?
I have to. I have 400 fucking beats, dude. I'm gonna do a beat tape. Okay. I don't know when. I might change. Like I might have a different name, artist name for it. I don't know yet. I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna have a beat tape.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All
right. Well, go follow. I can keep this conversation going forever. Go follow Dummy. Be a part of his journey. And if you want to follow me, you can at DreRawka, DreRawka. Again, allrock.com, ALLRAWK.com if you want to buy a t-shirt. Subscribe to the Patreon. But again, if you don't want to spend the money, I get it. It's hard out here. As much as Dummy's balling out with chains and watches. And
they're all budget.
Are you going to get a watch specifically for your wedding?
No.
No?
No. Maybe. Actually, I wasn't until you said that. Now I'm like, that's a good idea.
Velvet watch. To match your velvet suit. All right, like, share, comment, subscribe. Go do that. It's free to do all that stuff. Same thing with Dummy. Go share.
Yeah, just
stuff.
go listen to it. It's not hard to press play.
It's really not. I mean, unless you have no hands.
Use your nose.
Well, if you have no nose.
Well, have somebody else do it.
All right.
Shit.
We're out of here. Have the day you deserve. Protect your light. We're out. Peace. Yeah, I was telling my wife, because I was at work, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, why? I was like, did I schedule for Saturday or Sunday? And I sent her a screenshot of our conversation. And she was like, I think you said Sunday.
You did.
So I was
That was all me.
Dummy shows up. I'm like, dog, like, my heart dropped. Because I've done that before, low key. Like, I've scheduled something and totally forget. And then it's time. And then it's like, fuck.
I mean, I have to check with my girl. Like, I'll get, because we get, like, requests off for the month ahead for my job. And I have to ask her. Yeah. I'm like, I can't respond until I check with the boss. Because I'm so bad at some of it sometimes. I just, like, I don't know. I always got too much going on for myself, which is, you know, like, I heard this cool quote that was like, you know, if you're complaining that your plate's too full, like, the goal is to be eaten. Ooh. And I was like, yeah, but I fill mine up all the time. And then I'm just like, wait, where am I?
Damn.
Yeah.
Dummy's obese with shit on his plate. You're obese.
I need to chill, bro. I need to chill. I need to fucking chill.
No, you don't. Like that quote says, man, it's good to be busy, man. You could be the opposite. You could be a lazy piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, there's the opposite of that shit.
Yeah.
Good and bad with the thing, man. We live a double-edged sword in this life of creativity and building a weird thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's cool. You good? You need anything before we start?
No, I think I'm good.
All right, man.
Oh, let me pop one of these fucking things in.
A Zen?
Yeah.
You're a Zenner?
Well, I used to the e-cigs.
Were you bad on those?
Huh?
Because you used to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah. So I used e-cigs to get off cigarettes, and now I'm using this to get off e-cigs, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do to get rid of these.
Mints.
That's what I'm thinking.
Once we're in our 40s, it's mints.
Yeah.
It's Altoids.
Yeah. Well, and because I was planning on quitting anyways.
Yeah.
But then they did the ban, and I was like, it's time.
So is that going through?
Yeah.
It's official? Like,
yeah.
But isn't it just artificial flavors of vapes, or is it?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, why would you use tobacco flavored vapes, right? I guess.
I had tobacco flavor. I don't mind.
Really?
Yeah. But on tour, I had there was 2 nights where my throat was just raw. Like,
hey, yo,
like,
pause.
But it was like I'd like coughing up blood, and I was like, whoa, no, yeah. It was a sinus thing, but it was still like, I'm like hitting a vape in the morning. I'm like, this is dumb. I'm being dumb.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Well, the ban's because of reasons like that, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, it makes sense. It's like blue raspberry cotton candy. Like, that's not marketed to kids, you know?
Bingo.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Like,
and it looks cool, you know?
Yeah. And one of my friends, one of Hannah's friends, my girl, she's a teacher and has caught, like, in the middle of a test, like 7th grade students smoking a Juul. Yeah. And so it's like, yeah, it's way easier to hide a vape from your parents and grown-ups because it doesn't smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of like that idea of it.
Is it gonna work though?
Probably not. The kids will just smoke cigarettes.
Bro, a lot of us were smoking weed out of apples.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We might not have a bong, we might not have a pipe, but we fucking have an apple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, kids will be creative with this shit.
I used to make all my own bongs. Bro, I was like... we used to take these big, they had these weird tops, these the fountain drinks, and I was like a mad scientist. I would melt holes in the side of them, and then I'd find like the perfect pen capsule, you know, and then I'd like super glue a bowl, some sort of bowl thing to them, and I had all these crazy bongs and pipes that I would make, and like the homies would always steal them. Yeah,
you'd be the person that you'd want as a cellie in prison.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
shit.
Yeah, I'd be just building. Yeah, I'd be building stupid shit. I'd be like, I made this electric toothbrush.
They're making tattoo guns.
Yeah, exactly. I'd build shit that you're like, that's cool, but why'd you do that?
The ADA says we need dental hygiene even in prison.